I'm addicted to success.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to your new favorite podcast, The Ain't Shit Show, the home of booze, views, and unpopular opinions. Thank you for joining us for episode 58.
Yeah. 58.
My name is Fresh, and I'm one half of the Pod Gods, and with me is the best man in all the podcast land. My right hand, Mr. B Hill. B Hill, you heard me.
What up, though? What's happening, captains? Popping with the population.
Beats.
And all that other good shit. Hope y'all doing all right.
While you're popping with the population, today is our year-end review wrap-up / award show, the Golden Shxtty Awards.
So show your titties for the Golden Shxtties, if you will.
Show your titties for the Golden Shxtty.
Show your titties for the Golden Shxtties.
Ladies, hey.
That's one of the best songs ever, though. For real. That's a great song.
Hey, I just want to give you a Golden Shxtty Award for finding a way to always work titties or being naked into any narrative. Shout out to you. The first Golden Shxtty goes to my co-host, Mr. B Hill.
Yeah, I just want to thank areolas. Proper nipple placement.
Nipple placement. That is so important.
All the C cups in the world, those good average titties.
Yeah, C cups are great. C cups are great. C cups are great. A cups, get them joints done. We not gonna judge you.
Yeah, mosquito bites, y'all gotta go.
Inverted.
Yeah,
you gotta go.
Audis. You got baby little Audi titties.
Crescent roll titties, get out of here.
Crescent roll titties. Them udders. Shout out them bitches with them udders.
Hey, that's still funny as shit. Only because I was like, what? What's a crescent roll titty?
Yeah, them bitches just unroll like,
They come to a point.
Yeah, it's just trash.
Hey,
pit bull
that
titties.
Was great. That's great. What's a pit bull titty?
Like the little titties with the pit bulls had, the little nipples and shit. The little sucklings.
Ew, that sounds gross as fuck. I'm calling Peter. Peter, get that man out of here with that, man. Get him out of here.
Fuck Peter, man. Suck dick. Suck udders, Peter.
Feeding two birds with one scone.
Oh, God. How gay is that?
Oh, man, how was your weekend, though? How you been? You was telling me you wasn't feeling too well.
That's the thing. Like, it was my twins' birthday. Well, my twins' birthday is Sunday, but because their birthday is 2 days before Christmas, we like to give them a little party and shit. So we had a party for them over the weekend. That was organized chaos. It was crazy.
Sounds about.
Like, the kids had a ball, but like, we got them like, it was this laser tag type shit. And like, they had a bunch of other different things, but like all the kids are like 5 and 6, so all their motor skills ain't there. And some of the parents hadn't introduced their like kids to guns and shit. Not that I have, but my kids got like, you know what I'm saying?
Your kids
like,
be busting off. You be having gun practice with your kids and shit.
Yeah, like, I mean, they got like, my son got like a couple Nerf guns and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Just like little bullshit shooting around the house. And, so when we went originally, like I went a couple weeks ago and the kids had a blast because there was some older kids there. So they were kind of able to incorporate themselves with them. But this one, it was nothing but like 6 to 5 to 4-year-olds and shit. You know what I'm saying?
They fall in the shit heads too big. They can't hold it up on their neck. Some of the Nerf guns,
they couldn't cock them back. You know what I mean? And like they couldn't, like I said, their motor skills aren't all the way there. So they couldn't really get it. And then like the girl that was like our attendant, she was 1, high, 2, slow, right. 3, her second day. So she had no idea what the fuck she was doing. So like, it was just like, I don't know. Like
that sounds like a recipe for destruction.
Yeah, so they had mad different like little stations and shit, and then but from let the kids tell, they had a fucking ball. So I mean, you know, like parents and adults overthink things and shit like that or whatever. But the kids had a good time, so that's all that matters. So but now I had like a little cold or some shit, but it was like more so a head cold. I really want like a whole lot of congestion. I just had mad like I don't know what the fuck it was, but getting through it. But now my kids, they got they sick, so you know, right in time they always get sick for their birthday because their birthday, like I said, is on the 23rd, And they always get sick like right around Christmas and their birthday and shit. So, but otherwise, everything's copacetic.
Well, we gonna tell them to ask Santa for some good immune systems in December next year.
Yeah, they was good last year, but this year, like, fucking kindergartners, little fucking dirt dabblers.
Oh, man. I told you one of my worst experiences was taking my nieces to fucking Monkey Joe's, and it was just a germ fest. It was just disgusting. Sure. It was like kids with snot coming down their nose, sliding down this plastic, touching each other. I really was like, ew, this is just gross. Like, this is just gross. Kids don't care where they put their hands. They scratching inside their butts. Like, kids digging in their noses. Like, kids are gross. Like, if you just sit back and actually watch a group of kids, you will see some gross things happen, man.
Little niggas nasty now, for sure.
And then you got the ones who just love the snot running down because they just lick it all day.
That shit is fucking disgusting.
That was disgusting.
Man, that shit is trash. And then motherfuckers be trying to like use hand sanitizer. Bitch, ain't no hand sanitizer. This motherfucker been doing all type of shit for 45 minutes. What the fuck some hand sanitizer finna come do besides get his hands wet for 30 seconds?
You gotta throw the whole kid away. Like,
just throw the whole, just nigga drink the goddamn sanitizer. Take a double shot of sanitizer and then pump this shit about 5 times.
No bull, man. No bull. Let me tell you about my weekend, right?
Oh, yeah. Your mom and them was here once.
Yeah, so my mom and my sister was here all week. My sister is actually still here. We got, my mom left yesterday. And, you know, they've been here since I went.
She took the plane. Well, your mama take planes?
You know, my mama is not about to get on no plane. My mama got on the train, which is a 23-hour ride.
Yeah, damn. From Atlanta to DC?
Yes.
23 hours?
No, let me take that back. It's a 23-hour ride for her to get to Mississippi. I think it's a 17-hour ride from Atlanta to DC. Because, you know, it stops. And
Shit. How long? Yeah. Fuck. She don't drive. Does she not drive?
Nah, she don't drive, but she claims she loves sitting there and relaxing and watching the sights. I'm like, what sights? You in the middle of trees or nothing? Like, what are you watching? Like, I think it all, I'm gonna tell you my version. I think that she just afraid to fly. So she won't, like, dog, like.
She ain't never been on a plane ever?
Never, and won't.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm gonna just have to buy like a dope trip somewhere and say this the only way you can get there.
Like, nigga, we going to goddamn, Waikiki now.
Yeah,
Can't take the train to Waikiki.
That's actually how my grandma got her to, take a cruise. Now she loves cruises. All she loves is cruise. We should go on a cruise. However, the catch to that is she want to leave out of Baltimore. Like, nah, dog, you gotta come to daggone Florida or wherever, because you know, like if you leave, there are cruises that leave out of Baltimore, but most of the time they're like 7-day cruises because they have to go far. You know what I'm saying? And they're way more expensive. Cause they're leaving out of Baltimore.
I don't know. I've never I've taken cruises. I've taken one out of Florida and I took one out of Charleston.
Yeah. So the closer you are to the south, unless you're going somewhere that's north, but most people are going warm places, right? So they're going to the Bahamas, you know what I mean? Mexico, wherever, whatever. And they got to come around the whole motherfucking East Coast. You know what I mean? Just to get somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So she never wants to fly. And I'm just like, you can leave out of Baltimore and pay fucking $1,000 for a cruise, or you can leave out of Florida and pay $400 for it. You know what I mean? Like, what's going on? But, you know, first of all, love my mama to death. I just want to caveat that. But mamas are mamas, man. Like, they can work your nerves.
Shit, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they can work you, bro. Like, they can work you. So it was that. Then like all this strange shit started happening. Like, yo, I had ants like infest my crib. Like it's ants. Cold. Exactly. So what the pest guy said, the exterminator or whatever said, he said that in the cold months, like the ants are basically like, so I stay on the ground level and the ants are basically trying to find someplace warm and they trying to find water. So they find their way into, you know, ants small as shit. So they can find their way into like the wood and like the base and all of that shit and just kind of work their way in. So, and once they work their way in, they're looking for like basically water and food just like any other animal. But I've never had an ant problem like in my crib ever. Like only time I ever saw ants in my crib was like in a windowsill. Cause, you know, and it was a bed like right outside of that window. But other than that, it never happened with like dog, like my whole, like they were I thought they were coming up through the sink. And he was like, I don't think they're coming up through the sink, but he was just like, they're trying to find water. So I found ants in my, master bathroom tub, my guest bathroom sink, and my kitchen sink. And normally I'm used to like ants being like somewhere where there's an opening. You know, ants usually you can follow the trail to see where they're coming from. I couldn't find it. So I was freaking out like, nah, like it was a rack of them hoes, dog. Like it was a rack of them. And then they came, like I had to cuss them out. Like they like, oh, you gotta wait till Thursday because pest control only come for Thursday. She gonna say, like I called the office, the leasing office, and she like, well, you know, did you spray? I said, no, because this pest control fee that I pay every month that I've never used goes to that. This rent that I pay goes to that. So why I gotta go buy other stuff when y'all just need to come handle it? So she was like, I'm gonna send somebody over, but the pesticide guy don't come. So basically the maintenance man come in with some fucking raid for ants. Yeah, I mean, like, come on, dog. So the guy came or whatever, but they went away, but I saw some today and I'm pissed off. So I called him again and I'm like, look, man, like, I'm at my wit's end. Like, I can't be in an apartment with pests. Like, period. Y'all need to do something about it. So anyway, that's where we was at. So I had ants, bro. Then I go to fucking Jiffy Lube to get an oil change. You know, you think you doing what you're supposed to do for you, make sure the maintenance so you don't have problems. I go to Jiffy Lube to get an oil change. Usually I go to like more of a mechanic type place, but I was like in a crunch because my mom wanted to go to Commerce, Georgia. That's where her friend lives at. It's like an hour away. One of her good Judys from DC that moved down here like the middle of the year or whatever. So
Judy? What the fuck is that?
That just mean friend, like your good Judy, like you kiki with. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
never heard that before.
There you go. Usually they say that for like gay men or something like that. Like that's my good Judy. But they good friends or whatever. Be healed, learn slang.
I had no idea what the fuck was going on. like her friend Judy?
Right. But so I go to fucking Jiffy Lube. I hate going to fast places like that, but I was in a crunch. I get my car. They do a brake check because my brake light was on and I didn't know why. So they do a brake check. They do my oil change, whatever. And he like, yeah, we check your brake. Your brake's good. I just put some fluid in it. You should be good, whatever. I get in the car to go up the street. My car is loud and it's like shaking. It got like a shake to it, right? I turn the car right back around, bring the joint back. Boom, bruh, this was going on. You need to check that because that's not how I brought my car to you. He drive to join the parking lot, whatever, go back, put on machine, check it, whatever. He like, nah, you should be good. So I'm driving the joint still ain't right. You know what I'm saying? Bro, we go all the way to Commerce, Georgia. And I told him, I said, something going on the left. I don't know if it's front tire or back tire, but it felt like something was going on with a tire. Bro, we go to my mom's friend house. We leaving there at fucking midnight. First of all, Commerce, Georgia is like the only thing there for y'all people who've been down 85. Y'all when y'all get to Georgia and y'all see the Tanga outlet, that's Commerce, Georgia. Like right on 85. So ain't nothing there but the outlet. You know, kind of like Mebane is, like ain't shit there, but a few people in the outlet. That's how Commerce, Georgia
especially at 12 o'clock.
Exactly. I mean, and it's black as a bitch out there. Soon as I pull off, I get like a mile down the street, dog, my car smoking. I'm like, what the fuck? Then I hear my whole fucking tire done blew out.
Wow.
I'm pissed. Like, I'm pissed.
So did they not tighten your tire?
I have no idea what they didn't do or what they did do. They said they didn't. So Like, I had to get my mom's friend husband to come change the tire. I don't know how to change tire. It would have been longer if I called like roadside assistance. Shout out to Mr. Gary. Mr. Gary came and changed the tire. You know what I'm saying? For him. He an older man too. Like, I don't want to disrupt this man, but like, I'm pissed. Like, in this midnight, I'm ready to get home. It's going to take me an hour to get home. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just in a bad fucking mood. I pull in just enough to this fucking gas station, dog. As soon as I pull into the gas station, it's like brightly lit. And motherfucking 5 minutes later, the whole shit go black because it's closed. So I'm out there in the pitch black, like it's me, my mom, my sister and shit. So I'm in a bad mood because of that. And I'm extra in a bad mood because.
Did you need to file a claim with them?
With who?
Jiffy Lube.
Oh yeah, that's what I did. And I'm waiting for somebody to call me because I went back on Sunday. So I had to wake up on Sunday, go buy a new tire, take them the motherfucking receipt for the tire, like all that shit. Cause we rolled back on the donut. So on top of that, we riding back on the donut. You know, you can't go regular speed on a donut.
Hell yeah.
So it's taking me an hour and a half to get home. Like, it was just the worst. But on top of that, I'm at my mom's friend house and her motherfucking daughter is like off the chain. Like, I ain't gonna even go into it, but basically me and my mom basically got sexually harassed. Like,
oh, shit.
Like, what the and my mom, like,
I was definitely about to say,
right,
was she fucking in there or something?
Bro, like, pretty much, like, she was like, no lie, bro. It was mad crazy because she was talking about me to my mom. Like, my mom's friend's daughter.
How old is she?
We like in the same age range. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like, she
yeah.
mid-30s, late 30s. But she talking to my mom about me and then talking to me about my mom. And I was like, yo, like, she has like some issues. You know what I'm saying? Like, mental health issues, and she drinks and like all this shit. So really,
she was horny. She was horny.
Bro, and she got 4 kids there. Like, it was a mess. And like, my mom, like, yo, like, I know, like, first of all, I didn't even want to go with my mom. You know what I mean? But it's not like it was down the street where I could just drop you off. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So I'm in there and like, I'm up to my wits end. Like, by the end of the night, like this bitch kissing my hand and like doing all this shit, bro. Like, bro, I was done. Like, I was done.
Oh, no, bitch.
But then she gonna say,
go.
dog, she gonna tell my mama, like, I'm fine. And
was she fine?
No. And she got 4 kids. Like, no. No, but I already knew how they were. Like, I knew how they were, but like, she got some mental health issues. Like I said, she on medication, and then putting alcohol on top of that. Like, it just, and they whole family is just super touchy feely. So add that together with being horny, I guess.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No, dog, real life. And then I'm gonna move on. Like, she gonna tell me, I'm gonna tell you what my last straw was. She was just like, yeah, like, I guess you don't really know if I'm trying to throw it to you or your mama. What? Back the fuck. I said, yo, back up. So I said, yo, I don't want to hear that. Like, you need to back up. She was like, no, but your mom's sexy. Like, your mom, like, sexy. Bro, I was mad. Like, I was done. Like, I didn't have nothing else in me. Like,
mom sexy though. You know what
she was like, yo, dog, like,
bitch, if you don't get out my face,
bro, we playing cards. We playing cards. It's me, her, my mama, and her mama playing cards. Man. Like, we playing cards for money. Only good thing about it, I won like motherfucking like almost $60. But, and we playing for $1. So that was the only good part. She was trying to get me for my riches.
She was like, hey, so I'm going to have to shake. Goddamn, you got lost $60. I need to, hey.
You need to cash in for that. Who? Either one. She told me, you don't know if I'm trying to throw it to you or your mama. Like, nah, but your mama's sexy. I was like, no, dog, you gotta go. Like, I gotta go. Like, you gotta go.
Yeah,
I was like, I'm out. Like, I'm telling my mom, I'm like, look, really? And I told my mom, so my mom, so this happened Saturday, right? So Monday, I'm getting ready to take my mom. So my mom like, yeah, I ain't gonna tell you what Monica said, but what she didn't know is that my sister had already spilled the tea because my sister was there too. Don't nobody really fuck with my sister. My sister ain't with that shit. You know what I'm saying? So my sister tell me what she say, and my sister like, dog, like, come on, we need to go because they out of pocket over this joint. Like, so I'm like, well, I was like, what? But I already knew that's where the road was going because the shit she was saying to me. But then, like, my mom was like, yeah, I ain't gonna tell you what such and such said. You know what I'm saying? I said, and I ain't gonna tell you what such and such said. Like, you know what she was saying about me, but you know. So I told my mom what she said. My mom was like, mouth drop. Like, mouth drop, bro. Like, it was Anyway, I ain't gonna listen. I had a crazy weekend and I was tired as hell. Y'all, hosting people is a tired job. Like I'm not saying I definitely appreciate their company, you know what I'm saying, had a good time, like whatever. But you know what I'm saying, you can't just come home and just go to sleep when people visiting. They either need conversation or need to go somewhere or they need, you know what I mean? They only here for a limited time. So, you know what I'm saying? But bro, I just got a little bit of sleep last night. I probably got like 6 hours of sleep last night. That's the most consistent hours I done got in like 2 weeks. Real talk. Wow. So forgive me if I'm a little loopy. But I had to get a little bit refreshed. That's funny. That's how I got harassed this weekend.
Me too.
I had a crazy weekend. I know I got me too, right?
That's hard. That's hard.
Hey, if y'all could just see B Hill cheesing like oh no what right now, bro. That's fire. That is not fire. That is total trash, bro. Like
sexually accosted.
I really got me too, bro. And my mom though, like
nigga ran a train on y'all. Nigga ran a sexual harassment.
While your 4 kids is there though, bro.
Damn. Oh yeah, she was. Yeah, she was on that. She was on that good shit.
Yeah, she was high. Like, bro, they gulping wine like, bro, like it's like juice.
Oh yeah,
like they taking it down. You know what I'm saying?
They in the country too. They ain't got shit to do.
Nothing
some new blood, some fresh fish was on the line. Like on day they said, fresh fish on the line, nigga. I like shit squirmy.
Let me throw out the bait. It's fresh fish on the line.
Ah man, that's funny.
Wow, that
that's
shit
awesome.
is not funny. So anyway. We do, for y'all loyal listeners, y'all know that this is our 2nd annual Golden Shxtty Awards. Shout out
Golden
to
Shxtty goes to the sexual assault victims.
Me too, movement.
I want to give you this as a Band-Aid to heal for you to cry your tears into. Your Golden Shxtty. You and Mama Fresh.
Oh,
shout out
man.
to Mama Fresh.
When you think of like 2018 as a whole, like, whether it's personal, pop culture, whatever, like, what do you think of, like, when it's like 5 years from now, you're like, oh yeah, 2018, what you think you're gonna think about in your life? What would you associate it to?
Well, I guess, I started my new gig, shit like that. I made a lot of money in 2018, so that was pretty
Shout
good.
out to that. Shout out to that.
Sure. It was just a good year. Like, I lost a couple people along the way, you know what I'm saying?
Rest in peace to those people.
Other than that, it was a pretty good year for the most part, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was a good year pop culturally, I guess. Music was amazing. Like music, this was by
a
far
good
the
year
best
for music. Definitely.
The greatest year for music. One of the better years for music. Yeah, it was a pretty good year, man. I can't even trip, you know what I'm saying? Sports was good for the most part. Like, yeah, that shit was dope. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I think like it's 2018 for me. It's definitely new gigs, new income boost. You know what I mean? That's always great. You know what I'm saying? Me and you collabed and is making this show great. You know what I'm saying? And so I appreciate that. I feel like the Ain't Shit show got into its stride really in 2018 where, for me it kind of felt like it's a part of me now. You know what I'm saying? It's something I do, and when I don't do it, I definitely feel it. You know what I'm saying? That is missing. So that type of thing, like pop culture, it was just a lot of ups for a lot of people and a lot of downs for a lot of people, but always good content for us. It was rare. We had some slow weeks, but I feel like for the most part, it was always some bullshit going on to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Like people was always into the bullshit. Shout out to people like Nicki Minaj and Kanye and Tekashi 6ix9ine and people who was always in the bullshit. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, for sure.
Always with the bullshit. But 2018, I feel like I'm looking forward to 2019, as well. But I think 2018 was a good year. I didn't watch football this year, and I didn't miss it. I'm happy about that, because when I think about 2018, I'll be like, oh yeah, that was the year I didn't watch football. And I've watched football every fucking year since as long as I can remember. You know what I'm saying? But I was just real happy with myself that I didn't miss it like I thought I would. It's kind of like when you in a relationship and you like, yo, this is the best thing ever. How can I live without it? And then you live without it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, oh, that shit wasn't.
Shouldn't be watching.
Right.
My fucking squad fucking stinks.
And wasn't that Cam in the Raiden hat? Was that him? When I said, is this Joe Budden? I don't know who that was on the elevator. But it could have been. Oh, nah, that was some broad shoulders. I don't think that was a woman. That was a guy for sure. I don't know who it was. But yeah, man, 2018 was a good year, and we like to just have this show to kind of like recap the year and give out our opinions on awards.
Mad Skills. This is the Mad Skills version.
Yeah.
And Uncle Murder.
Hey, when Mad Skills come out? Like around right before New Year's?
I don't know. It's a good question. I think it's around there. I don't know. Year and wrap up and shit and Uncle Murder shit. I like Uncle Murder shit. That shit. Nigga, they fucking was beefing. I forgot about that.
They were beefing at the end of 2017 because of that wrap up shit, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, like, that's crazy.
Nigga, it's not your shit. I mean, yeah.
You don't own a year, but.
Yeah. That shit is wild.
Hey, it's crazy what niggas fight over. You know what I mean? Like, man. Niggas be fighting over like styles and shit. Like
over the year end wrap up, nigga. Like, so I can't wrap up the year just because you said
right. Like, yo, so you copyrighted wrapping up the year,
like,
bro.
Fuck out of here, my nigga. Like, this is not your year. Like, nigga, like, this is like, oh, I'm the only person that can talk about the year. Like, you ain't no fucking yearbook, nigga. Like, fuck out of here.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but that was just, yeah, it was just a crazy year. I think that we're looking forward to 2019. I feel like it can only get crazier. Yeah, what I'm saying? And let's get into it. Let's get into the Golden Shxtty Awards. And just to let y'all know, this is our last show for 2018. So I want y'all to savor this. I want y'all to take it all in. I want y'all to enjoy the stylings of Fresh and Mr. B Hill. You know what I'm saying?
Listen to it with your shirt off.
See, that's a skill. Not everybody has that skill to work titties into a conversation.
Even if you're in the car, just take your shirt off. I know it's a little chilly, but warm your car up in the morning. When you get in there, just take your shirt off a little while. Put it on before you go back into work, okay?
Hey, this guy
or
is
not.
crazy.
Fuck it. Go into work. Let it fly. Depending on what type of work you do. You never know.
Oh, man. All right, well.
Might be a wrestler.
Something wrong with him. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. So the first category here for 2018, B, you picked the first category we gonna go with.
Oh, I was gonna go down the list.
You want us to go down the list?
Yeah, that way. Yeah, because I got my shit that way.
All right, let's do it. So
it looks like what? Biggest scandal was number one?
So the first category is the biggest scandal of 2018. And myself and B Hill will give out our individual awards. What did you go with for the biggest scandal of 2018?
I think it's the whole Tekashi shit. Like, that shit was wild how it unfolded, and it's still unfolding. But that shit just kind of came out of nowhere. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was the biggest troll of the fucking shit, and so much shit happened to him, from shootouts and, you know what I mean, and getting shot and all that shit, and you know what I'm saying, and him beefing and telling niggas to suck his dick, and then like out of the fucking blue, mad niggas telling him to chill and relax and just enjoy your fame, and then boom, this nigga like gets indicted federally. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit was just, not that I really gave too many shits about it. I don't really give a shit about none of this shit, to be totally honest with you. But as far as entertainment goes, like, that shit was just like, damn, you know what I'm saying? And it was just so much like unraveling, you know what I'm saying? Or coming apart on that shit. That shit was just kind of wild. Like, damn, real nigga, like, literally made his own bed, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Recording himself, talking about making hits on niggas and shit. Like, who the fuck does this shit, stupid little nigga shit?
Yeah.
And so many, like, that, it was just so much irony that happened, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody telling that nigga X, Y, and Z, and, like, telling him exactly how this shit was gonna end, and it ended exactly how niggas told him it was gonna end it. So that shit was, that was wild for me personally. You know?
Yeah. That was definitely crazy with the Tekashi thing. I already told you, like, with the whole Tekashi thing, I wasn't expecting this outcome. I really was expecting, like, yo, Tekashi got popped and he in the hospital or some shit. Like, I wasn't expecting, like, no Rico shit.
Yeah. I definitely thought he was gonna get shot or beat the fuck up.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
beat
like,
up. His time was coming
slipping.
Eventually.
Yeah,
man. That was crazy.
Yeah.
I thought about this category, and I was like, yo, it was crazy with the Bill Cosby rape trial and him actually getting convicted. You know what I'm saying? With Drake Mystery Baby and the stripper that got exposed. You know what I'm saying? Like, and fucking, Jay Prince stepping in and all that shit. Like, because of all that, like, that was crazy. But I actually gave my Golden Shxtty Award to the Trump administration.
Yeah, it was mega scandal there. You definitely didn't go wrong there.
Yeah, like, it had so much. You know what I'm saying? You had the Russian collusion thing that's going on. You had all of his niggas getting sentenced and locked up. Or like fucking Michael Cohen, you know, Michael Flynn. I forgot, it was two Michaels out there joining Michael Cohen and Michael Flynn, you know, George Papadopoulos, motherfucking Comey, like, all this shit, like, went down. Trump had fucking children in cages.
God damn it.
Like, he had children being sold, given up for adoption without their parents' permission. He tried to make it so that, you know, transgender people couldn't serve in the military. Like, if you don't want a motherfucker you don't like being in front of bullets, that's some crazy shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Word.
If you really had that much hatred to, you know what I mean? Like, if you don't like somebody, that's the main place you would want them, I would think. You know what I mean?
Yeah, send them niggas on.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and then, like, everything he put on Twitter, like, and, like, these people in fucking California, houses on fire, all he can say is, we ain't giving y'all no money. Like, y'all mismanaged y'all shit. Like, basically burnt. Like, the whole Trump administration was just one big scandal. And I like to give, you know, credit where credit is due. If there was one good thing I could say about Trump as far as his administration, I would say it. But honestly, I can't think of one thing. Like, I can't think of one thing. So our biggest scandal awards go to Tekashi 6ix9ine, Fin, and the Trump administration.
Yeah. You get an award. Enjoy it.
You get an award. Here you go. It's a Golden Shxtty Award, and make sure you put it on your mantle.
Right. In your butt. Tekashi. Right. I don't know. Give it to your celly. See who wants
Give
to
it
do
to your celly. Stick it up your butt, Tekashi. Or use it to plug your butt so nothing else can go into it.
That's true too.
Category number 2. Dun, 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 dun. Best album of 2018. Tell us what were your options, and then what did you go with, B?
Well, for rap, it was Nip for me. Nip.
You didn't want to lead us nowhere. You didn't want to take us on a journey.
I'm gonna give you
gonna go backwards?
Some deliberation before that. But
okay.
As far as for the finalists and the award winners, it was Nip for rap album of the year, and her for her R&B shit, the one with the little gold, with the blue and the gold and shit. Those two for me were the best hip hop and R&B shit. For hip hop, it was a very close. Like, it was so much fucking music that came out that. We talked about it on the last show, but,
yep.
I I think in my top 10, just for like honorable mentions or runners up or whatever, was the Carters. Mozzie had the dude named Mozzie from Sacramento, super hard album. Who else I like? Fucking J-Rock had an incredible album. Nick Grant had an amazing project that he was probably, if it was like a most slept on category, I think I would put Nick Grant and slash Mozzie. Those for hip hop albums, those were really dope albums. J. Cole album was really good. It was like more conceptual, but it was still a really good project. I have, as an aside, I have J. Cole for the best features of all of 2018. Cole had the best feature and the best verse, and I think that song Was Beef verse. Is one of the best songs, just like bars and shit was the best song of 2018. Yeah. But J. Cole features, he bodied every fucking thing that he was on. And that's pretty much it for best album. In terms of R&B, I had her up there. Miguel's album was a close second for me. That was a really good project. Shit was excellent.
Hold on, what was Miguel's album?
War and Leisure. That was a really good.
I have not listened to that.
That shit hard. That shit is super fucking hard. Shit
was quiet.
That shit is a Grammy nominated album.
Is it?
You got 6 nominations or some shit like that, or 4 or 5 nominations.
That's crazy, because I forgot Miguel even came out with an album.
He had 3 or 4 singles.
What single what was the singles?
That shit.
No, I thought that was last year.
Nah, that shit came out this year.
Well, that song came out last year.
Yeah, but the album came out this year.
Okay, because I'm like, that was my motto for the year: make the shit work till it work out, and that was from that Skywalker song. I mean,
Come Through and Chill with J. Cole on it. Another feature for J. Cole. Yeah. It was just a great album. So
I don't really like J. Cole on love song.
You say what?
I'm not really a big fan of J. Cole on love songs. Like,
he killed that shit.
His raps never really go with it.
That nigga smoked that shit. I love that shit. That shit was hard. That nigga killed it. And those, like, I couldn't really think of any other.
So who are you giving your golden shitty to? You can only give it to the best album of 2018.
We can't divvy it up between hip hop and R&B?
It's best album.
I don't like that. I don't like that rule. I'm gonna cut mine down in the middle. Then Nip get for rap and her for R&B.
No, that's not the category. You get one joint, dog.
Come on, man. We this is hip-hop.
No, we don't have 2 golden shitties.
Hip-hop and R&B.
We have we have 2 golden shitties. One for your person and one for my person. Who you giving it to? You got to make a decision.
Oh, Nip. Victory
Nip,
lap.
then. Shout out to Nip for Victory Lap. So my best album categories was going to, so my deliberation process, and like you said, we talked about this last show, but I think my categories are pretty much still the same for who I'm nominating. I think like best albums was LMA, J. Cole, Meek Mill.
They did have a good project.
Cardi B.
I forgot about it.
And these are all albums where I had no skips. That's how I judge my albums. Like no skips, or maybe it's just like 1 or 2 I won't really fucking with. And it depends on how many songs you got. But I really went back and forth between Carter 5 and J&B. You know what I'm saying? And I thought Carter 5 was a great project, and I really wanted to give it to Carter 5 because I feel like Lil Wayne shut me the fuck up. You know what I mean? And he put out a great fucking project, and I respect that. But I'm giving my golden shitty to J&B, because I think that is the album that I probably listened to the most. It was a shorter album. But every joint on there was fire, and I felt like that was also like slept on in the grand scheme of things.
I agree.
Because it should have been way bigger, and every joint on there was great. And it's Jay-Z. Every verse was fire. Beyonce, every verse was fire. Like, Beyonce was a rapper on fucking Everything Is Love, and she talked that shit, and that's my favorite Beyonce. Like, when she just out there spitting that shit, like, you can tell, like, she be around Hov. Like,
no Pusha for you. I'm surprised.
No. I like Pusha's album for what it was, but it's not my favorite Pusha album. And that could be because of the production. It could be because of a bias against Kanye. I can be honest about that. But I mean, Pusha still, you know what I'm saying, fucking starting 6 for me. You know what I mean? Like, Pusha just lyrically is a great rapper to me. Sure. But as far as just like universal appeal, you can play that joint every time. You know what I'm saying? It was short, so you learned all the songs mad quick. The one visual that they had for the album was dope. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's very hard, especially for couples, to do albums without it getting cheesy. I don't know a lot of couples that have done full albums together, but even like doing songs, you know what I'm saying? When couples do songs, it get mad cheesy. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we gotta go all the way back to Ashford and Simpson. You know what I'm saying? But
Bobby Brown and Whitney, we got something in common.
Hey, it's called Coke.
That shit was hard. I used to love that shit. Niggas in the pool and shit.
Hey, that was a great song, man. That was a great song. But my
King
best
R&B, nigga.
My best album of 2018 goes to Everything Is Love by Jay-Z and Beyonce, which are my favorite two people musically, period. So it's kind of no brainer for that.
That works. That works.
Fin. So my golden shitty goes to Everything Is Love. So Nip, J, and B, y'all get golden shitty awards. Tell y'all friends. Make sure y'all put those on y'all mantle.
Yeah.
All right.
That shit didn't get nominated for a Grammy. That's crazy.
I think it did get nominated for a Grammy.
It may have. I don't know.
But I don't think it was in the categories we wanted it to get nominated for. Mm-hmm. It was like for like visuals and shit like that. I don't think it was like for like best album and shit. Like, that's just crazy to me.
Yeah, that shit is wild because it was really a dope project though.
It was a super dope project. And I think that if they would have pushed it, I don't even think they cared though. You know what I mean? Like, they did the one joint, they like, this is what we doing, like, we keeping it moving. Cause they could have easily put out another song or two as a single and kind of made that shit pop. Cause really only Ape Shit really played like that. But that was the single, you know what I'm saying? So, but.
Friends is hard. Friends is one of our best songs of the year too. That was such a.
Friends is.
That shit is crack. I fucking love that. I heard that shit the other day. That shit's crack.
Yeah.
Hov smoked that shit too.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Smoked that shit. He killed that shit.
Yeah. And that nice shit, Hov killed that. Yeah. Hov killed nice. Hey.
And damn, what's the other one? With the Cool and Dre shit. That shit was hard too. That's just a dope album.
That's a dope album. That's a dope album. And I feel like it should definitely be mentioned.
For sure.
And when we talking about 2018, that should definitely come up in conversation. But shout out to everybody who made just great music this year. Cause it was a lot of great music this year.
Yeah, big facts.
Yeah, it was a lot of great music this year to the point where, we didn't get to hear it all. Like, it should be to her that I haven't heard and vice versa. Like,
yeah.
Cause it was so much music. You know, it seemed like last year we was craving shit. Like, damn, ain't no music out. You know what I mean?
I'm ready for Ross though. I know Ross gonna fuck niggas up in the 19.
Always.
I'm excited about that.
Always. Just get him that luxury trap.
Yeah, luxury trap rap. Yeah, I'm down. I'm always down for that. But if y'all have an option to check out some music that you may not, I would highly suggest checking out Mozzie. I probably said that before, but then also check out Nick Grant project. Those are really dope projects that I think you would, if you like bars and you like, if you like hard gangster shit, fuck with Mozzie. If you like dope.
Who got the best beats? Cause I don't like some of that boring music you like.
Both of them. Shit hard. You listen to it. Right. I mean, that's the only way I can tell you for yourself.
And I gotta listen to motherfucking, what's his name? Warren Leisure. Miguel. I gotta listen to that because Miguel makes dope albums, period.
Yeah.
I don't even know how that slipped. Why didn't I listen to Miguel? Like, that's crazy. I never listened to that.
T-Pain had a dope album that niggas ain't really give it the credence to.
Was it an album or was it like a mixtape, like project type?
It was an album.
Oh, word. What was the name of that shit?
I don't know. It was like I don't know. I see the album cover in my head. It was hard though. I can't remember. It was like he had like this silver shit on, some weird shit, but it was hard. It was a dope album.
Well, my nigga, that you don't like, who I love, Dream is, releasing some shit. It's crazy because your son name is Dream. I mean, your daughter's name is Dream.
Yeah, it wasn't named after him.
But Dream makes dope music. But he coming out with like some shit. I'm scared because I think it's like 3 albums or something like that. It might be some oversaturation shit, but I'm gonna still give it a go.
Have at it.
But moving along, best show of 2018, and I'll go first.
Is this show meaning like TV show?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. TV, streaming, something you watch on TV, not like concert. What else was you thinking?
I was thinking like maybe podcast or some shit.
Oh, true. I didn't clarify that. But did you go with TV shows? That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
All right, bet. So my runnings were The Haunted in Hill House. I told you I love that. Love After Lockup. I fucking love After Lockup. They are the dumbest people ever that is waiting to get with people that they've never met, that's been in prison. And most of them getting conned like fuck. Like the new season just started and this chick then convinced this black chick that's in jail for basically conning, then convinced this white dude to buy her a 4-bedroom house. And then she supposed to be getting out of jail in a couple of days. This nigga done sent her over $90,000 in 3 years. What are you doing with $90,000 in jail, bro?
Letting that bitch collect interest. And
Yo.
fucking gonna kill him when you go into the crib.
But he said he was giving her that shit to like buy drugs and shit in jail. It ain't $90,000 worth of drugs you can buy in jail. I don't feel like, but I've never been to jail, so I don't fucking know. But you gotta be high as fuck to have $90,000 worth of drugs in jail.
That's a lot of money.
Like, you ain't even going nowhere to dance that shit off or whatever the fuck it is. Like, that's crazy, but Love After Lockup is dope.
To dance that off. That's funny shit.
If you like reality shows and you like, look, she gonna tell the nigga like she getting out in like a couple days and this nigga out looking for houses and shit. He looking for a 3-bedroom because his son lives with him. His grown son lives with him. And I think her daughter wants to move in. So they look for a 3-bedroom, right? So one for them, one for the 2 kids, right? Even though they're grown and shit. She tell him a day before, he like, yeah, babe, like, I'm in here looking at this 3-bedroom, like, you gonna like it. She goes, so he got her on like speaker, right? And it's like the real estate agent, which is like this Asian dude or whatever. And he got her on speakerphone, of course, so they can record the shit. And she like, babe, I think we need a 4-bedroom. And he like, a 4-bedroom? She like, yeah, I think it'd be better if we get a 4-bedroom. Now get it, she conning the fuck out of him. Then she goes, yeah, because I feel like I don't want to have sex with you right away.
The fuck?
Bro, the Asian dude just walk away.
Like, this is wild.
Nigga face, like, are you fucking serious? Like, she just walk away like, oh nah, dog. Like, I know she just didn't say that.
Yeah, she.
So the nigga looked like he just got gut punched, dog. Like, he looked like he just got, because all he keep talking about is like how beautiful she is. And she black. For a woman in jail, middle age, yeah. Like, I guess she got like these huge boobs. You know what I mean? She got like huge, she probably had work done before she went like to jail because they don't look natural. You know what I mean? Like, she got these huge boobs and, you know, she got kind of like a flat butt, like something like a white man would like big boobs, flat butt. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I think white men might like ass now, but you know, he like yellow teeth, scruffy, hair going bald, but he still got like a ponytail. Like, yeah, he a mess. Anyway, Love After Lockup was in my running. Ozark was in my running. And Pose, because that caught me unexpectedly. That was actually a really good show. Pose was a really good show, but I'm giving my golden shitty to I'm giving it to the Shy. Shy was my best show of 2018.
It's a good choice.
Great show. Y'all know about the Shy. Lena Waithe produced it, and great cast, great story, and it should be starting up sometime soon because that was January of last year. I had to double check the date just to make sure because January seemed like so long ago.
Shit, it was
make sure, right? To make sure that it was this year. But my golden shitty goes to the Shy. What about you?
I have mine. My golden shit went to Ozarks because that shit was fucking. I just could not stop watching that shit. Like that shit was awesome. But it was a close, I guess runners up. I guess because Homeland was fucking incredible this year. Shameless was also very good. That shit just
I don't watch any of those. What is Shameless about?
It's about a white family, like a poor white trash family from Chicago.
I have seen like 2 episodes of that.
That shit is great. That shit funny as fuck. That shit's like in its 9th season, but that shit is great. It's on Netflix. If you ain't got Showtime, you can watch all that shit, and I guarantee you will enjoy every last minute of it. Cause they just white niggas, like for real. You know what I'm saying? They just going through the struggle. They from the South Side of Chicago. I also had the Chi up there as well. I did not have fucking Power because Power is trash. I watched Power it just because I'm invested in it to this point because I've watched it for 4 or 5 seasons, however long the shit been out, but that shit was trash. Homeland, like I said, was really fucking good. That shit about to come back on too. I can't wait for that. Showtime is really the shit. Ray Donovan is also, which I'm watching now. That shit is awesome as well. My favorite show of all time, which is Game of Thrones, comes back on in April, and I cannot.
And that's the
wait.
last season, right?
Nigga, it is the last season. I can't. I actually started watching the shit from the beginning again, just because the shit, like, it's so much shit that I know now that I didn't know then, and it makes so much more sense as I watch. So all my niggas who watch Game of Thrones, which is a lot of us,
it's a lot of y'all, and I feel like I'm probably like the 1 in 4 motherfuckers who don't watch that shit. That shit is the best show of all time, like by far. Like that shit is the best shit in the world. And it's even better now watching that shit again because it's like, oh shit, that's what's the name. Goddamn, that nigga did X, Y, Z. So if you are in, like, because it come back on in April, so you have plenty of time to watch it. So go ahead and start watching. It's been like 8 seasons, right?
This will be the 8th season.
Okay.
But yeah, so that shit comes on in April. So I'm pumped up about that. But up until this point, like I said, Ozark was just fucking good.
Ozark was great.
That nigga's the realest. Marty Bird is one of the realest niggas ever.
Now the bitches got it though.
Yeah,
they stepped up.
What's her name?
Next
Bird?
season gonna be lit.
Yeah, that shit.
Next season about to be super lit.
Yeah, that shit is just a good ass fucking show, yo. Like, so yeah, I gave it to Ozark. I had shot the Chi as well. That was a really good show, especially for its inception season. Yeah, really well done. And I'm excited to see that. I hope that fucking what's bruh name? The fucking African nigga. Did he die? I can't remember. The nigga that got shot.
African?
The old bum nigga that, like, he's really actually African in real life, but.
White African?
Nah, the black dude. The one that's like, yeah, he talks like this and shit. And I hate that. The motherfucker that killed the little boy at the beginning because he thought he shot his son and shit.
Oh, I don't know. Did he die?
I can't remember.
But
I hate his voice. He's the fun. Me and my homegirl Tasha be laughing and joking at that nigga voice. But oh yeah, it was a really good show. So yeah, that's it. I give it to Ozark, Marty Bird and his wife and shit.
Best shows of 2018. The golden shitty goes to the Chi and Ozark.
Congratulations, fuckers.
Congratulations. So best beef of 2018, and there were a lot to choose from. You kick this one off, B.
I got, the Drake, and Pusha shit. I mean, because it's ongoing to this fucking very, not minute, but as of last week, it's still ongoing. I mean, it wasn't as initially, especially with the Drake and Pusha shit, like, it made for great music. The anticipation was there. The hype was there. Like, everything was there. It kind of fizzled out, obviously, for reasons that we all know about. But nonetheless, it was the first 3 records were awesome. You know what I'm saying? From Pusha sending shots to Drake responding, and then Pusha coming back with the damn leg drop from the top rope that put him out of commission.
Yeah.
And then Drake, like, doing what his media spin, and then him still subbing. Him still subbing fucking Ye and shit on mad different shit, like especially on the Travis Scott shit.
Don't wear them 350s on me.
Yeah, that was
on No Stylist.
Yeah, that was on No Stylist, but he said the hit the light shit, all that hit the lights and checks over stripes and all that shit, and turn down the block and goddamn cut the lights and shit.
Yeah,
because them niggas stay down the street from each other.
Yeah,
all that shit. If you listen to Joe Budden podcast, they broke that shit down and it was fucking hilarious. If you if you heard it this past, I think it was a Saturday podcast or some shit. But But yeah, so that was probably the best beef for me. I mean, it was the closest thing to a rap battle of the year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I fuck with that.
All right. Well, for
So
my
y'all get my
best
shitty.
beef, so 15, he's giving his to you said Ye, Pusha, and Drake.
Yeah.
So they were in my categories. I had Pusha versus Drake. I basically had Kanye versus everyone. M versus Machine Gun Kelly.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Tekashi versus everyone. Jacquees versus R&B.
Yeah,
But
nigga got
I
checked by goddamn
gave
Keith Sweat when he
right.
did that shit.
He
You
was
see the
not
other-
young
you see the
man.
one- you see the one they posted today where the nigga was like, yeah, he told a young man, he was like, you need to apologize, young man, for getting that paper on your bitch ass nigga. That's really funny as hell.
Hey,
Still
for real.
getting that bag.
I don't know why Jacquees jumped out the window like that. To even get himself that accolade, but whatever. We talked about that last show, but I decided to give my best beef of 2018 to the ladies, which is Cardi and Nicki. And
Well,
the reason
got punched.
yeah, I felt like it could have really led to, it was real beef.
Yeah.
Like it was real beef. Like these niggas talk all day, but you know what I mean? Like they was with the shits. Well, especially Cardi was with the shits. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was some on site shit for sure.
Yeah, it was on site, and that's why I fuck with it. You know, if it's beef, it's beef. If it ain't beef, stop acting like it's beef. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't beef. And I'm not promoting violence, but I'm just saying, don't say it's something that it ain't. Just say I don't too much care for that person.
I ain't promoting it, but I encourage it.
My only problem with the beef is I wish some good music would have came out of it, like actual diss tracks. I mean, they sub all day long.
Right.
Milli Vanilli on the low. Hey, Nicki got her bars off. Look, shout out to Nicki though, even though Nicki is on this downward spiral. Nicki killed all her features.
Yeah.
Nicki killed all her features.
She was up there with fucking, with Cole.
Yeah, she killed all her features, bro. Like, Nicki, bro, like, Nicki, I'm here, like, I'm with you. Like, I want to be with you. Help me help you. Like, get off the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Cardi for being about that shit. You know what I'm saying? I respect the person, whether their intentions are good, bad, or indifferent, who is about whatever they say they about.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because the industry and just social media that takes it out of the industry, like people period, is just fake as fuck. You know what I'm saying? They talk all that shit and then they a church mouse when they get around you. Don't talk all that shit. You know what I mean? But my golden shitty goes out to Nicki and Cardi for best beef of 2018.
Congratulations,
and B gave his to Push, Drake, and Ye.
Make it all right. That sounds like, yeah.
Fact.
That fucking ad-lib is amazing. I love that fucking
I
ad-lib.
love Travis' album.
Yeah. Travis had a dope album too.
He had a dope album. He had a
very good album. There's mad fucking music out this year. God damn.
Right.
That shit
The
was awesome.
only problem I had with Travis shit, the shit that sound the same really sound the same. Like it sound like it was like a half and half album. Like half the shit was super dope and half the shit sound like one long song.
Yeah.
But the shit that was dope was super fucking dope. You remember when I sent you like Executive Fresh in the building? Cause I always like getting credit for my predictions. I was like, yo, when that album first came out, I said, here, listen to that Sicko Mode shit. This shit is crazy. I sent that shit to you. And that was like, that's like one of the biggest hits of 2018. That was not.
I think that's probably the best song of the year. Like
you giving that song of the year?
I mean, like from that standpoint, like I think, like for me personally, like rap song of the year, like it was with, like just from hip hop's perspective, I think that Meek and Ross and Jay, cause just them niggas was barring the fuck up, like just on some real nigga shit. Just towards
and they wrapped that shit up at the end of the year.
Yeah,
that's
so that
crazy.
was just some real nigga shit. But like just Sicko Mode is fucking excellent. Like that shit is a flawless fucking record, and that shit was everywhere. So yeah.
Listen, I don't have like one song, and this wasn't even a category, and it should have been a category for song of the year. So I apologize. We'll get that for y'all in 2019. But just freestyling off the top of the dome, like that song was dope as hell. I liked Money by Cardi. That was dope as hell. In the Sky, Wake Up. What was the joint? With Gucci, motherfucking Bruno Mars, and Hey, that's my shit, bro. Like, I listen to that shit, like, on a very regular basis. That song was dope as fuck. I really fucked with that song. That Sheck West joint.
Yeah.
That shit was dope. I fucked with that jump. I got hoes. That shit just contagious. Like, now, don't get me wrong. It's a lot of these little one-hit wonder niggas out here. And I was just having a conversation about, like, it's so crazy that now a nigga could get a hit so easily that you don't even know niggas' names. You know the song, but you don't know their name. Like, back in the day, like, if you had a hit, you were a star. Like an instant star and shit. Like, you was all over the place. Now these niggas be having hits. I'm like, I don't know. All I assume is that you got, like, colored dreads. That's all.
Yeah.
Like, that's all I know. You know what I mean? But I like that joint. So there was some good songs for me that, like, kind of shaped my 2018. I like them shits. But moving on to categories we actually do have. Biggest social media mess, person or event? Who you give your two?
This fucking Offset Cardi shit. Like, I don't give a fuck about it because they're married, but the reason I think it's just a mess is, like, because they're married. You know what I'm saying? Like, you doing all this shit for the public. Like, nigga, get your wife back. If you want your wife back, like, do your shit in private. Like, this shit.
He called her bruh.
Yeah, don't call your wife bruh.
Especially not when you fucking
like,
apologizing.
trying to make, like, this sentimental ass, like ploy to get your wife back. But, like, that shit, I think marriage is the sanctity of marriage and the sacredness of it should not be for fucking everybody's comments and shit. When you invite people in, I mean, granted it was done socially, but I think when you invite people in your shit, like, it just leaves way too much open. So I think that shit was, I mean, they young, this is how they grew up, and this, unfortunately, is the way that all you young motherfuckers are growing up, and, like, feel like you gotta put everything online. That shit is not the wave. You should stop that shit now.
Now.
And I think that
right
shit
now.
That shit was just trash, my nigga. Like, I couldn't fuck with it. Like, I mean, I guess I understood where you were going and shit, but fuck all that. Like, come to the crib. I seen a meme today. Nigga said he should have, Offset should have, he should have told Cardi he miss the baby so he can come over like every other real nigga baby daddy do. And then hit her and shit. That's what he should have did. But, like, yeah, nigga, like, you doing all this shit crazy as hell. Like, you posting videos in the bathroom. And, you know what I mean? Just doing too much, cuz, like, that shit is whack. Yeah.
So your social media mess award goes to Offset and Cardi.
Yeah.
Fin, because they are, it's been a mess. And it doesn't help that Cardi's origin stems from social media. But you know, with respect to Cardi, I get what she's saying by, like, yo, y'all don't like it's kind of like oxymoron, because you saying our business is personal. Don't be out here saying fuck shit to my baby father. However, you're giving us all your personal business.
Let's just say that first. He's not your baby father. He's your fucking husband.
You decided to marry this nigga, and he had been cheating before and cheating after, which is crazy to me. Let me give a note here, ladies, cause it's mostly ladies. Y'all get married ain't gonna change shit. Like, a nigga not just gonna wake up and like, oh, we married now, I'm gonna stop doing what I'm doing. If he was gonna be who you wanted him to be, it wouldn't be y'all having to get married to fix that. All it is now it's just gonna take a lot for y'all to break up. That's it. If y'all want shit before, marriage ain't gonna fix it. Y'all need to fix yourselves before y'all take them vows and really be that. You know what I mean? Don't do that shit. But my social media mess award, so I like to give honorable mention to Tokyo Tony, Black China's mom. If y'all been following her, oh wow, I'm scared.
Ooh, oh wow.
Do the gas. I can't do that gas for shit, bro.
Yeah.
Hey.
Ooh, oh wow.
Tokyo, shout out to Just Hilarious, man. Yeah, Tokyo Tony was a fucking mess. Azalea Banks, and shout out to Azalea Banks, cause you're a consistent mess. You've been a mess on social media year after year after year after year. I also want to give an honorable mention to Bow Wow. You've probably, out of 365 days this year, you've threatened to kill yourself probably 150. And then you used another 150 to talk shit about people. He is a mess.
You became a blood within that time frame.
Yes. I was watching Love and Hip Hop. Growing Up Hip Hop. This nigga talking about On Pyru.
Yeah, I seen that shit on Freddie Gibbs' Instagram. I ain't seen the show, but he was like, On Pyru, that shit. Like, nigga, if you don't shut the fuck up. I think
there is nothing cornier than grown men joining gangs. Like,
nothing cornier than Bow Wow.
Listen, if you're a grown man, like, gangs is something you get into when you're fucking young and you don't have no fucking guidance, and this is what you think the cool thing is. You're a rich grown man and you join the gang. You corny as fuck, man.
You gotta worry about high blood pressure and shit now, bro.
Right.
You talking about some goddamn
osteoporosis,
Suwoo and shit. You fuck out of there, bro.
Corny, stop being corny. But my biggest social media mess goes to the great Kanye West. He just went on one last week, where he threatened Drake. Kanye West is the biggest social media mess since the 2017 celebration of Tyrese Gibson.
Yeah.
You are a mess, Kanye, and you are probably the biggest letdown in recent pop culture Black history. Like, you are a fucking mess and nobody fucking cares about you anymore. You're such a mess that nobody even gives a shit about your music anymore. And that was the only thing that was keeping us to you, was like, but the nigga made great music. Now your music ain't even that great no more.
Nah, shit weak.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You done had mad album, Poopity Scoop. You've had mad albums drop this year and nobody gave a single solitary fuck about them. Biggest social media mess, golden shitties go to Kanye West and Offset and Cardi B. Enjoy your golden shitty award.
Yeah.
Fin. All right. Now, what celebs are we not bringing into 2019? You want me to go, B? Or you want to go first? So what celebs we are not bringing into 2019? Now, it was tough. I was going to give it to Kanye, but I just gave him one. We already know about Kanye. Azalea Banks, I was going to give it to her, but we said we wasn't bringing her to 2018, and we did. Tekashi 6ix9ine, I was, I just think everything about the marketing of Tekashi 6ix9ine is fucked up and inappropriate. And I give a solitary fuck you to those adults. I mean, he's an adult too. He's 22 years old, but he's young. That the adults that was encouraging that behavior from him. But my celebs that I'm not bringing into 2019 was a strong tie between Roseanne Barr and Madonna. Y'all know Roseanne with her monkey comments, and Roseanne been getting away with shit. You know what I mean? So it wasn't nothing there, but I want to personally give my golden shitty to Madonna for making this whole Aretha Franklin tribute about her. I thought it was disrespectful. And Aretha Franklin was one of the greats, especially in culture, period. But she definitely meant a lot to us, as African Americans. And I just thought it was, it lacked class and it was full of white privilege. And I feel like Madonna looks fucking decrepit as fuck. So, you know what I mean? Like, for you to make this about you and not understand that you making it about you, I think you're trash. So, and Madonna out of this whole list is probably the biggest star, out of the list that I gave. So, single solitary fuck you to Madonna, and congratulations on your Golden Shitty Award on behalf of Fresh.
Mine, I gave it to Ye just cause I'm over him. Obviously I pretty much canceled that nigga after the whole, TMZ debacle. So,
yeah.
It's still a big fuck you, because he continues to go on these tirades that he's saying he's old mentally. He's using mental health as a crutch. Like he's weaponizing it. Yeah, like he's making that shit like little boy cry wolf type shit. You know what I mean? Facts. Like it's not even valid for him, and I think he's using it again to feed his own narcissism just so that he can stay relevant and shit. So yeah, fuck Kanye. Kanye Weezy. He's a bitch ass nigga.
Yeah. Well, Kanye, you definitely deserve it. The only reason I didn't give it to you is because I just gave you one. Yeah, and there's enough golden shitties to go around. So to Madonna and Kanye, we don't look forward to you in 2019. Go and chill and get yourselves together, and you know, maybe in 3-4 years after you're like behind the music and shit come out, come back and bring some shit. But as of right now, we're not fucking with you.
Right.
So that's enough with them. Kind of in the same vein, which we could be giving out the same award. But it's a little bit different. Who's the biggest train wreck of 2018? And train wrecks are just shit where you just can't look away and you're seeing a person really like fuck themselves up and you're watching it in real time.
Some of these are, fucking redundant, obviously, because they're just mockeries of themselves. But I gave it to Trump. I don't think I've given Trump. Yeah, I ain't give Trump shit yet.
Okay.
So I gave it to Trump. I mean, for the reasons you stated earlier. I think Time Magazine just posted, I seen on DL Hughley Twitter that Time Magazine just posted like the worst president in American history. And they had like all these different characteristics and adjectives for him, like, divider and fucking. The thing they left out, the one thing that they left out was racist. But they had like divider. I forgot what else they had. Like it was a whole bunch of characteristics. And they had like his face.
He's narcissistic. Like he's divisive. He's fucking manipulative. He's just like all the bad adjectives that you can think of.
Yeah, like the actual. I'm about to pull it up now. The real deal. My bad.
Yeah. So while you pull that up,
he got like the picture is him. And like his, like, it's kind of like the Terminator, like the left side of his face is being shown. And then the right side of his face is like it's a skull and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so he's like deteriorating. So it has worst president ever. How Donald Trump has disgraced the highest office in the nation. Yeah. Divider, liar, rapist, thief, usurper, manipulator, collaborator, traitor.
Yeah. Yeah. And all of those are very right.
Yeah. And usurper means like to basically obtain power with unscrupulously, like basically not doing it justly. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that word, so I learned the word for today.
Okay. Yeah, we learned the word today. Yeah. I think all of those things are 100% true. I wouldn't debate with not one of those adjectives, like at all.
So shout out to Time for doing that because that took months to do that. You know what I mean?
I definitely love the fact that, because the presidency was such a respected office, you know what I mean, a respected title, that you didn't find people speaking out that much. I mean, they would talk about, you know, things like the politics and shit like that. And then you would have those rogue motherfuckers that would say some fuck shit, like, especially when it came to like Obama or some shit like that, that was basically racist and fueled with racism. But like now all motherfuckers like, it's like it don't really matter what party you on. They like, we don't fuck with him. Like he's the most fucked up nigga. But one thing you gotta love about America, which I'm sure Trump would love to change, is that we're in a position where we can say those things. And certain countries, it's off with your head if you speak out. You know what I mean? Korea and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's off with your head. So I'm glad that we all, majority of the individuals who are speaking up, because we also know that this
2008 and 2020 though.
Because that's what I was about to say. You know, the country is split 50-50. You know what I mean? So don't get it twisted. I've already fell for that trick once, thinking that this place was not as racist as it is. You won't get me again. But I like the fact that, you know, anybody who gives a fuck about anything is like, nah, fuck that nigga. We don't fuck with him. You know what I mean?
The wild shit about it is like this, like the campaign shit finna start now. You know what I'm saying? Like this, like niggas is about to start making their push.
Trump has started his shit since he got elected.
Yeah. Like this, but I mean, like for the Democratic Party, it's like it's 2019, so this. Who
you think gonna run? So we got Biden. I'm hoping Biden. I think Biden has a better chance than Bernie.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I think but Biden. The thing about it is they came down on Bernie saying he was old, but he was only like 4 years older than the rest of them niggas. But Bernie just looked way older than them. Like,
Right.
Bernie looked decrepit as hell. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? Like Trump made it so great that niggas was like, oh, rest in peace, H.W. Bush. Like, nobody
Right.
fucked with Bush. But
Right.
Trump's so fucked up. You got black people like, oh, rest in peace. I'm like, yo, when we stop fucking with the first Bush? When do we
Yeah,
stop
that nigga
fucking
was
with
the
either of
biggest
the Bushes?
kingpin of all. That nigga fucking was he was the head of the CIA, which did the whole fucking Contra shit, like
Yep.
put crack in the fucking communities. And
That
shit.
was Reagan.
But he was the head of the CIA and under Reagan,
Mm-hmm. You're right.
and he
You're
was the vice
100%
president
right.
under Reagan.
You're 100% right.
Yeah.
Facts. That's 100% correct.
Shit, yeah, that nigga was
Yeah,
the reason
so
for that.
I still didn't I didn't give a rest in peace to him. It's not
Nah.
I don't give a fuck. Like you know how many people died under his watch on our streets?
For
Our
sure.
people, you know how many of our motherfucking family members right now cracked out because of them niggas? Man, fuck that nigga. Like I don't care, but it just goes to show you have to be a horrible motherfucker for people to shout out fucking either of the Bushes.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, that's mad crazy. But I'm giving my train wreck award. There was definitely usual suspects: Kanye, Azalea, Bow Wow, Tierra Marie. I
This
felt
nigga
bad
went
for because I watch Love and Hip Hop, and I felt bad for Tierra Marie getting exposed like that, because it's not like she did nothing that none of y'all bitches don't do in the bedroom. You know what I mean? It's what people do in the bedroom, but you know, she was exposed, and I think that's fucked up. But it was crazy that she was still trying to fuck with the nigga after the shit happened. So now I can't even support you, because I don't know if it was real, if it's fake, or you was just stupid. You know what I'm saying? Either way, I can't fuck with you. But my biggest train wreck of 2018 goes to Nicki Minaj. We're watching her. We've watched her unfold all year, and I've already discussed this on the podcast. I do feel like Nicki Minaj is going through a lot, and you know, with her brother, and the fact that, you know what I'm saying, she's no longer the solo big dog up there in the female rap category. You know what I'm saying? And then the fact that the motherfucker who's beating her out don't even write they shit. And she just decided to take the villain role, and now she's been associated with all these pedophiles, and she's fighting with all these people online and using her format, platform on Queen Radio and shit to just be negative. You know what I'm saying? And I already told y'all earlier, and it's like, Nikki, I'm really rooting for you. Like, I really want this to work, but until she deal with herself, I feel like we're going to continue to see this unfolding of Nicki Minaj. And I'm just hoping that she doesn't go so far that she just counts herself out and put herself in like the Kanye shit. You know what I mean? Kanye kind of disrespected the whole culture and disrespected the whole race. Nicki is really just disrespecting herself, and she's just too talented for that. You know what I'm saying? And I love Nicki Minaj music. I mean, I love Kanye music, but I'm good. But you know what I mean? Like, I can get over anybody, trust and believe. But you know, I just don't want that to happen to Nicki. Last year around this time, you remember Nicki took a hiatus. Didn't nobody see her for like a month and a half. You know what I'm saying? On like Instagram or nothing. And now she's on Instagram posting pics of her fucking twerking on her pedophile, felon, whatever. He was not a pedophile. Let me not put that on him. But rapist, murderer, new boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? And funny thing. So did you see where it was like Ask Meek? So Meek be having like this Ask Meek shit.
Oh yeah.
And somebody asked him what he thought of like Nicki Minaj's new boyfriend or whatever. But I thought it was mad funny because he said, I mean, I don't know him to judge him, but I went to her page and I was blocked.
That's wild.
Hey, that was funny as shit just to admit that. That's funny as shit to me. Shout out to Meek for even admitting that, because I probably wouldn't even admit it that I went to the fucking page to know I was blocked.
Yeah.
Shout out to Meek. But Golden Shxtty for the train wreck goes to Nicki Minaj and Donald Trump. You've earned it.
Yeah, enjoy it. Stick it up your bum. In your bum.
And your bum. Best glow up of 2018 goes to who it goes to, B?
I had her
who's glowed
originally.
up?
You said
Okay.
what? I had her
I was just going
originally,
into it.
and I still kind of, but I was thinking I was going to switch it to LMA. They both had phenomenal years.
They really did.
LMA had more of a hit single, you know what I mean? With the boot up shit. That shit was the number one song in the country for mad long. And she also had a great album, but I think I'm gonna edge her out just cause her had fucking 6 Grammy nominations and she's up for album of the year. You know what I'm saying? Without like a crazy single, but she had the shit with Daniel Caesar, which is one of the greatest songs of all fucking time. So yeah, she kind of just came out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Like I was on her, you know what I mean? A little prior to it. I think I heard the first time was on Joe Budden podcast, I believe, like with one of them sleeper songs or some shit. And then I started checking her out and then she just got popping. You know what I'm saying? I really want her to take them fucking shades off. So like, I wonder if she got a lazy eye. I think she got a lazy eye. Like, but, cause she's a really pretty girl without the shades, but like, I don't know what, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't really tell cause the eyes, and I mean, I don't know. I'm tired of this shit. Like, show your fucking eyes. Cause now you're a star.
Yeah, cause we know you now. Like, the mystique thing is
like
gone.
The mystique's gone. Like, fuck out of here. Unless you just got a lazy eye.
She might, but
she might.
I feel like you can go to DR and fix anything.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Or just get a motherfucking, that one of them sticker googly eyes, put that shit on your eyelid.
Yeah, do something. But getting them Humpty Hump eyes or something. But yeah, I gave it to her, man, just cause 6 Grammy nominations and album of the year is from nothing to something is pretty fucking excellent in a short turnaround time. So I think I gave that to her. And I hope she wins, the album of the year because I think she's deserving of it.
Gotcha. All right. So shout out to her. For the glow up of 2018. You get a golden shitty from B Hill. I was thinking about this category or whatever, and I was thinking about whether I was thinking about it physically or work wise or whatever the case may be. And the person that I'm giving my glow up award to is actually another podcaster, and I really I like his show or whatever, but he kind of shaded my podcast, so I don't really fuck with him like that in that regards. But I want to but fair is fair, and I'm not that type of nigga, so I'll still give him his props. I want to give my glow up award to Joe Budden. Joe Budden went from one hit wonder to a full rebrand. You know what I mean? Like, this year was the year for Joe Budden. Joe Budden, got a big deal, for his podcast, on Spotify, the Joe Budden podcast, which I listen to and B listens to. It's a good podcast if that's what you like. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Joe is definitely like an acquired taste, but he's fucking nuts. So it makes for good entertainment. Not only that, he got his show State of the Culture. And also he has a girl, he has a new baby that's just cute and adorable. He's been hanging out with Puff. You know what I mean? Like all that shit. And, I just think that this was his year. And although he still can't dress, it's better than the fucking, dirty wife beaters and sweats he used to wear.
Yeah.
So I give credit where credit is due. And from a podcast perspective, Joe Budden is goals. So shout out to Joe Budden. You get freshest golden shitty award. So, so shout out to her and Joe Budden for getting a 2018 golden shitty award. The next category B is for the culture. And this is a who or what was the best thing for the culture in 2018. You want to go? Or you want me to
Sure,
go?
I'll go.
All right.
I just put music, man. I think this was, like we said earlier, 2018 was just an incredible year for music. It literally had everything that you wanted. If you wanted gangster rap, if you wanted oldies, like old, nostalgic rap in terms of, not nostalgic, but like, like your faves, you know what I mean? Your T.I.s, your Waynes, your fucking, whatever. Or you had a bunch of new acts. Like it was a bunch of new, your LMAs, your Hers, your J-Rocks, your Nip's he's not new, but some people from like this was his first album, you know what I mean? So like his first, full feature album. And that was obviously what it was. So it was just so much music, and there was a lot of, again, sleepers, a lot of music that went under the radar, like that people didn't necessarily check for. And I think to that point, it was so much music, and it was so the volume was so, incredible in terms of like how much mass produced music it was. A lot of things got lost. But the thing about music, and especially with the streaming sites, like you can, a nigga can pop eventually or, over the course of time, or you can get wind of a nigga one way or another, and then you can go back and listen to their whole discography and then, just really find out what they are. So
for that same $10.
Yeah, exactly. So it's the beauty of the art form of hip hop and black music being what it is and just taking over, even more and just spreading its reach. I was happy about that. Like I said, it was just so much music so much really good music that came out, critically acclaimed stuff, that, I was appreciative of. And, so that's my take on that.
Now, I think that was great. The 2018 for the Culture Award for music, for the culture goes to music for B. I had it between two, and my runner up was the midterm elections. The most people and the most black people came out to vote ever in a midterm election. Yeah. I was proud of us. There was, even though, there was voter suppression and all of that going on, I think we still made our mark to the point where we're able to say, nah, something ain't right, like on some real shit. And I was just happy for everybody who showed up, and especially in Atlanta, because that's where I live. It was people out in the rain. Black people, we don't do rain. Yeah. We don't do rain, and they tried to cut our power, and they tried to give us 3 machines in the most populated districts. You know what I mean? Like, it was just a lot that they did. And, I think that was great, because I'm not gonna even lie. I'm not, I'm not the biggest midterm election person either. Right. But it kind of changed the culture, for that. But I'm giving my, so that's my honorable mention. But I'm giving my for the culture award to Colin Kaepernick signing with Nike. Well, not signing with Nike, because he was already with Nike, but Nike basically making him the spokesperson for their campaign. And I think that was so dope, because it just sent a big old fuck you to the NFL and that shit. Because the thing about it is, y'all in the contract and y'all still gotta wear Nike. You know what I mean? Like, even though we posting the poster child of the nigga y'all don't fuck with because he said, hey, can you stop shooting black people?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And regardless of, what people are saying that it's for marketing and shit like that, I agree. I definitely feel like part of it was for marketing, but that was a stand they decided to take. And I just felt like it was a big fuck you. And that's the way I feel like, it should be, where companies are standing behind black people, either one, because they believe us and our rights and what our freedoms and what we should be doing and all of that. But on the other side of that, just saying, like, you know what I'm saying? Just because we this big company, we have feelings too. You know what I'm saying? And let's think about Nike, bro. Like, black people is buying fucking Nikes and frequently. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all gonna buy Nikes.
Right. You see white people out here, and it's not about a money thing, because they have big money, but they wear the same fucking pair of shoes with everything all year. Them shits be dirty as fuck. Yep. We out here not paying rent and shit. I'm not saying that's a good thing. I'm just saying we consume Nikes is all I'm saying is. But yeah, so my golden shitty goes to Colin Kaepernick. I'm sorry, for the culture, goes to Colin Kaepernick with Nike, and B is sending his to music in general for 2018. Fin. All right, B, did you want to do biggest plot twist? I think we kind of agreed on something when we talked earlier.
I mean, if you want to, I can, I can kind of piggyback, because I'm pretty sure I'll probably go with what you got. I don't have anything specifically,
So the biggest plot twist for me in 2018 was Drake going on this Let's Make Up Bro tour. I didn't think that Chris and Drake would ever make up, and he also made up with Meek Mill. The funny thing about this is that both of these beefs were over girls that did not belong to Drake. Neither one of these girls belonged to Drake. But you know, he was fighting over these girls. So I didn't expect for him to bring them on tour, which goes back to me saying, like, these niggas talk about smoke, but they ain't really about that smoke. And they ain't saying you gotta have beef all the time, but you know what I'm saying? Even when you make up with somebody, y'all not just cheesing and taking pictures like the next day. It's kind of like, all right, I'm over it. We good. You know what I mean? But these niggas like in matching dresses and shit the next day. Like that shit is crazy. But I mean, if they make good music out of it, because Drake was on Meek joint. That wasn't the best song on Meek's joint. I like that song.
That song hard.
It was cool. It was cool. It wasn't the best Drake feature. You think
that
it was
shit
one
hard.
of
If you continue to listen to it over, like I listen to it,
I
like
can't
that
make myself like some shit, bro.
That shit
like,
hard.
I listen to it 1 or 2 times. Like, if it's an artist like Drake or something, I'm like, usually this person produces. I'll listen to something a couple times. But other than that, like, that shit, I mean, it wasn't a bad song. I don't want to put it out there like it was a bad song. It just wasn't a good song for me. But biggest plot twist in 2018.
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, I agree with that one. I think it was big for the culture. You know what I'm saying? Like, as black men, we can do way more damage, you know, collectively versus divided. So, you know, Chris is easily one of the biggest artists of all time, one of the greatest artists of all time. Drake is in that same vein, one of the greatest of all time. So I would love to hear Chris, like, cause we've never heard Chris Brown and Drake music. So I could only imagine the possibilities behind that. As far as Meek,
I feel like I would love to hear a Chris and Drake song where Chris is not only singing on the hook, but Chris is rapping.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm with all that.
Cause Chris is a great rapper for an R&B star.
Bar niggas up. So
yeah.
And as far as for Meek, you know what I mean? Like niggas ain't hurt nobody and kill nobody and stop no niggas money and shit. So that shit is all for naught. So like, fuck it. You know what I mean? Like it is what it is. That shit ain't, if niggas, you know, niggas was fucking bitches and shit and that's what it was, and let that shit be over and make good music. And get money together, you know what I'm saying? And create opportunities for other young black men. So I'm all for it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was an interesting plot twist because I didn't anticipate.
Yeah, I didn't see that either. So. Well, shout out to Drake, Meek, and Chris. You guys get a Golden Shxtty Award. You should feel honored. B, did you have best and or worst slang term of 2018 in your honorable mentions? Cause I know what I want to say.
I hate the word lit. Like, I know we use it on the show and shit. I like lit. That shit is trash. I hate lit.
Don't hate lit. That's fucking branding, you asshole.
I know, but I just hated it. I've always hated that shit. Like, it's just.
I love lit cause it just explains a lot.
I like Turnt. Turnt was better for me than lit. Like, Turnt was the shit. I enjoyed Turnt. So I still fuck with Turnt. But nah, I ain't have no
kind of take the place of Turnt, right?
What?
Lit took the place of Turnt.
I know, that shit's corny.
Yeah, you
He
right.
lit the fuck out of here. That shit was corny. Best one, Factory. Factory was my best shit. I don't know. I really couldn't think of one. Factory. Like, cause I still use old shit. Like, I'm still, you know what I mean? Like, I don't really got no.
Well, you know, Facts is definitely my shit. I love Facts. Not Factory. But facts, because it's just facts. That's exactly what it is. Like, what you saying is a fact. My worst slang, and I wanna say this with the caveat because I use it to joke, but a lot of times when I use shit to joke, it kind of seeps into my vernacular. So don't come back to me in 2019 when you said that shit was lame and now you saying it. I fucking hate cap and no cap.
I like cap.
I hate fucking cap and no cap. I hate that shit, dog. But I be saying this shit trying to be funny and shit, but I hate that shit, bro.
I like cap. That's my shit. I like that shit.
Honorable mentions for slang, goes to, worst cap, no cap, and lit. And best is factory.
Facts. F-A-X.
And facts.
Yeah.
Shout out to that. Another honorable mention. Did you have a favorite social media celebrity?
Yeah, I got 3 actually. So
well, you gotta give it the one. You can lead up, but you gotta give it the one. You gotta give it the one,
because I
bro.
equally love them niggas. Like they couldn't be here to accept the award, so we're gonna give it to somebody else in there. Money Mafia, that nigga is funny as shit to me. He funny as hell. Follow him. He be doing mad weird shit. Like he did one where like it was slave porno. That shit was so fucking funny. Me and my old lady sat in the bed. We was fucking laughing at that shit for like 20 minutes. So I fought with Money Mafia. Him and DC came up, DC Young Fly, they came up together and shit. And shout out to DC because DC be having a nigga open up for him on his individual shows when he like not doing 85 South shit. So that's some real nigga shit. I fought with Jess Hilarious because she's funny as shit. Like I got on the wave kind of late because like I just was like, I don't know about it. You know what I'm saying? But like was I started seeing them just with the mesh shits, them shits was fucking funny as shit. Like them wows. the fucking
Factory.
Wow. That shit
Factory.
be cracking me the fuck up. So she funny as hell and
Jess with the mess is the best shit on Jess.
Yeah, that shit is funny as hell. Jess with the mess is funny. And my news is real. That shit is fucking funny as shit to me. 85 South, I mean, I don't know if they're necessarily like I follow them on Instagram, but they're more of a, like an act. Like their original claim to fame was a podcast, but it shout out to them, similar to Joe Budden.
Well, their original claim to fame is really Wildin' Out, and then they made a podcast.
Nah, they was doing the podcast before they was doing it.
Are you sure about that? I don't think so. Cause I remember listening to the first 85 South show. They were on Wildin' Out together, and then they came up with the podcast.
Oh, well, I'm not sure. You may be right. I'm not sure. But I remember them niggas saying they came up with 85 South because they was driving out 85 and they were like, we want him and DC. It was DC and Carlos saying, like, we should do a podcast or something. What the fuck we gonna call it? And then it was on 85 South. So, but I don't, again, it kind of just transcended and went into some whole other shit. So that's a pretty big blow up. They could have been mentioned for the blow up of the year. And the last nigga is Funny Marco. I just started following that nigga. That nigga is funny as fuck to me when he be doing the rap lyrics in fucking Walmart and shit. God damn it.
Yeah. You know what? It's crazy. I don't follow any of the guys that, like, I follow, DC Young Fly.
Oh yeah.
But like, as far as the guys, like, I know who you're talking about.
You don't follow Chico?
No, I don't find Chico funny. So let me tell you something, like in regards to social media, like it's some people that I find funny, but if I'm inundated with them, I lose it. So it's some people I purposely don't follow so that when it comes across my timeline, it's like super fucking funny. You know what I mean? And a lot of times with these social media stars, like once they blow up on social media and they start getting into more commercial shit, they stop being funny on social media because they saving all their material for, you know, the shits they getting checks for. So it's kind of like a thing where I don't want to jinx myself. So I just don't follow certain people. Even though I do find.
That nigga's funny shit. Like he did one yesterday. That nigga was in Walmart talking about, he was on the phone. He was like, he was just going beside people. He was acting like he was on the phone and shit. The nigga was like, yeah, motherfucker got green pants on with a gray hoodie and a ponytail. Oh yeah, they right here.
Hey, I'm surprised that nigga don't be getting knocked the fuck out, bro.
Hilarious, man.
Bro, I like when he go take motherfuckers, when he take people fucking shit out their cart or out their hand in the grocery store.
Yeah, the baby had baby rash. The baby had diaper rash, and he pulling motherfucking shit out. He pulled a lady pretzels out of her bag, and she started pointing to the pretzels like, what?
Nah, but I love it when he do like the black people. They be like, "Fuck you doing?" Like other people just be looking around like, "What are you doing?" Yeah, no, he's definitely funny. Yeah. He's definitely funny.
But I guess I give it
since it's honorable mention, I'm gonna let you be great.
All right, cool.
I'm gonna let you be great. My favorite social media. Well, I had I think Pretty V is funny as shit. And the funny thing about Pretty V is she's the one who wears like the pink robe and she always in like her kitchen and shit, dancing or something. Yeah. She funny as shit, and it's crazy to me because she basically do the same shit over and over again, but it's always fucking funny to me. Like she always dancing, like acting out these scenes, and it just be her and shit. She's super funny. She was at God is Dope the other day. Like she's super funny. That girl J. Cole from DC, she funny as shit.
Yeah, she is funny.
And I don't follow her either. I don't follow Pretty V or J. Cole just for that fact. Cause I like follow like Lala. I think she changed her name to like Lala Milan now instead of Lala Scissorhands. And like it just, like I say, I feel like once I get invested in these social media, comedians, then they be changing up and they not as funny no more. So I purposely don't follow them too. But, I do follow Jess Hilarious, and she gets my Golden Shxtty award because Jess with the Mess is funny as shit. And Jess, is just blowing up. Like, Jess has her, hands on all types of things. Shout out for her being on the Real Show, and she seems to still be Jess. You know what I'm saying? Good, bad, or indifferent. Shout out to her for leaving fucking Chris broke ass and not getting back with him because he was bringing her down. Hopefully she can get somebody with some bread and leave fucking Baltimore. Nobody needs to be in fucking Baltimore. Like,
I gotta agree with you on that.
Nobody should live in fucking Baltimore. Sorry, Baltimore. I love y'all. No, like Baltimore is just a stagnant place. Like it's a destitute type place. Like
it is.
Baltimore is a vibe. Like Baltimore, you go there, it's like desperation. Like it's just a place that seems very stuck in time. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't have no real beef with Baltimore. I don't like when people say, hey, are you from Baltimore? Because DC and Baltimore is two totally different things. But yeah, I don't have no beef with Baltimore, but like I would never fucking live in Baltimore.
Yeah, for sure.
I would go buy some property and shit in Baltimore, but I would never fucking live in Baltimore. But shout out to Just for just blowing up. And I always like to congratulate people who use their social media to get this bag. So shout out to that. Getting back to the big categories, most overrated of 2018. Who you going with, B? It could be person, place, or thing.
Yeah, it's my original thing. I was gonna say the Panthers. I'm a Panther fan. The motherfuckers pissed me off so bad last night, and they had me lose my fucking fantasy football league, which fucking exacerbated the situation. I had great expectations for him. We went 6-2 early on in the fucking season, and then motherfuckers, Cam was the reason that we lost. Our quarterback, our $100 million quarterback, his shoulder is fucking shot. And if you aren't going to
from wearing all the purses, get them purses off your shoulder.
Yeah, something ain't right. But that motherfucker been throwing goddamn like middle school passes and shit. So that shit, them niggas, fuck them niggas for this year until next year. And like our defense played the fucking best that we played all year, and them niggas just didn't play well. They played well. Our offense just couldn't fucking match the intensity, and we fucking lost. We were still in playoff contention last fucking night before we lost. But anyway, fuck that shit. It's gonna piss me off. But yeah, Post Malone, man, that nigga is fucking trash. Like,
that's a good one.
Yeah, he's super overrated, and he's just like he's the appropriation of culture. Like, this motherfucker has some Uggs with like, I mean not Uggs, what the fuck, Crocs.
But I wouldn't doubt it though. I wouldn't have correct you because I would believe he would have on some fucking.
Nah, he had Crocs that just like recently sold out. Like they're yellow Crocs, and they got like, they look mad dirty and shit, like how he looked. And like them shit sold out. Like for real, like them shit sold out.
Definitely look like he need mad deodorant. Yeah, man, like a bath outside because he's the epitome
of trailer trash. Like, and then he just like, and then he say he don't listen to black music and shit, and then rap music don't be saying shit. But then you're like winning hip hop awards and shit. Like, fuck out of here, man. That shit is corny. Get him the fuck out of here. I don't fuck with him at all. He's super overrated. And yeah, fuck him.
I co-sign that. Yeah, Post is overrated, as fuck. My Golden Shxtty is, so it was a tie between designer fashion. I think designer fashion is so fucking overrated, and it's motherfuckers out here that's not paying their rent to buy $600 belts. And there is nobody where I've given more respect to because they had a big ass fucking belt buckle. You know what I mean? Or they've dressed in all designer when I know you stay in Section 8. Like, that shit is stupid. You know what I mean? And then with this designer fashion thing, like it's OD. Like, you got the motherfucking monogram shirt with the monogram belt, with the jeans, with the monogram shoes, with the monogram. Like, it's OD. Like, for y'all celebrities, we know you got money, dog.
Right.
We know you can buy these things. So you don't have to kill us with the Gucci on everything. Yeah, I mean, like everything you got on got the Gucci on it. Now, if it's a sweatsuit, something, whatever. But I think it's just, especially when it's spilling outside of these people who actually have the money for it to the hoods and shit where these niggas really don't have money for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing niggas like, man, I've been sick ever since I bought that belt, or like whatever. And my whole thing with it, especially on the male front, like, so do you want the chick that only fucking with you because you got a belt? Like, like, is that what you want? Like, I mean, I get it where you try and fuck or whatever, but like, you want a bitch that's like, oh, he got a belt and your shirt tucked in all goofy and shit. Like, I don't know, like designer fashion is lame, but my golden shitty is going to Tekashi 6ix9ine. I feel like Tekashi is just overrated. His music is not dope to me. He has, and the songs that I actually like fuck with, I only like fuck with one or two songs, and that's because of the features. Like, I fucked with Fifi only because Nicki killed that shit. You know what I'm saying? But like, he was more about his antics and shit like that. And kind of, I talked about it earlier where I feel like you old heads who supported that shit. And that's why he in the situation that he in now. Cause y'all did that shit. But he was just basically a clown. You know what I'm saying? And niggas act like he was so fucking dope. And now he in jail crying and shit. So yeah, I feel like Tekashi was super overrated. And there are other dreadhead colored hairdos that are way better than Tekashi, but you know, Tekashi made he knew how to use social media to his detriment. But I give my award to Tekashi 6ix9ine for most overrated, and B Hill gives his to Post Malone, which definitely should get it as well. So that's the golden shitties. All right. Invited to the Cookout Award, and the invited to the Cookout Award is someone of another race who deserves to be invited to the cookout due to their actions in 2018. I'll go first. My two, it was a close tie. I wanted to give it to Amy Schumer, even though she's done other problematic things. But Amy Schumer protested the NFL. And right now in White Land, Amy Schumer is one of the biggest stars, and her protesting the NFL due to the injustices of black people and urging her peers to protest the NFL as well. I thought that was pretty dope because she's turning down some bags, in order not to do any promotion, during the NFL. So shout out to Amy Schumer in that regard. But my invited to the Cookout Award goes to, and I feel like he's probably has gotten this award possibly for the duration of his career, Michael Rappaport. Michael Rappaport is always invited to the cookout. Michael Rappaport is one of the first people to speak out when some shit going on, you know what I'm saying, in regards to black people. And an honorable mention as well goes to Gary Owens. He's always invited to the cookout as well. But I'm giving my 2018 Golden Shitty invited to the cookout to Michael Rappaport. How about you, B?
Mine is Beto O'Rourke. Beto O'Rourke. That is a fucking tongue twister. He recently ran in Texas for, Senate, but, lost to some racist white man from Texas.
Right.
But Beto O'Rourke, he is the only white person that in politics that I've ever basically heard say, stop killing black people. And, you know, basically made an attack on those who have, you know, obviously been doing that. He gave a really poignant, eloquent, speech about basically like, you know, protesting the flag, protesting like, you know, players kneeling at when they fucking do the national anthem and shit. It was really well said, well spoken, really poignant and made me a believer in him. So shout out to him, just for those same reasons, just because he is truly an ally. I think you just, when you're on the right side of being a human, you know what I mean? Like that means a lot. So yeah, I give it to Beto, man, and hopefully, you know,
shout out to Beto, man.
In the coming years, he can ascend to the ranks of, you know, leadership in Texas and hopefully make some changes along the way.
Shout out to Beto O'Rourke. Michael Rappaport and Beto O'Rourke invited to the cookout. Keep doing what you're doing. And
just bring drinks though. Don't try to cook anything.
Yeah, don't cook because y'all don't use season. So, we know y'all ain't that woke where y'all busting out the Lowrys.
Right.
So, they get the Golden Shitty Awards. Shout out to all of them. The next award category is the Out of the Blue Award. And the Out of the Blue Award is the person, place, thing, or event that came out of nowhere and basically made 2018. It's bitch. Who you got, B?
I selected Van Lathan,
nice.
for his, he became famous, or infamous for his, basically his poignant and eloquent, read of Kanye West when Kanye was on that fuck shit. And he let him have it in the most real nigga way with words that just with fervor and just everything.
Yes, fervor.
Yeah. So he came through, but then he has a podcast that has definitely in my top favorites of the, he does a great job interviewing people, in my opinion. Like he's super, super intelligent. And he has but he's still a nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like that balance, I guess that dynamic,
right?
Yeah. That balance, between the two. It was prior to that, the other people I had was her. Again, she's a common theme in this, but, Wayne, I love Wayne. He's one of my favorite rappers of all time. He was going through, an incredible amount of turmoil with his label,
true.
Hampered him from being able to put out music, and, he put out an excellent project, 5 or 6 years, after his last project, and it was, still as good as Wayne as I expected. And I was just happy to see that. But, Van Lathan, I think he's made a lot of headway. He's also very politically charged. He's a very smart brother. He's actually, galvanizing the people, doing a lot of stuff community wise. Also, he's from my birthplace of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. So that's cool. He went to school with some of my family members that I just found out recently. He went to McKinley, which is in South Baton Rouge, which a lot of my family's from. So yeah, man, I just hope, that he continues.
So who'd you get the award to?
Van.
Oh, you giving the Van, man.
Yeah, I'm giving Van the award. But, so I hope he continues to, keep.
Shout out to Van, man.
Providing dope shit.
All that shit B says is definitely true. I love the way he expresses himself.
For sure.
Because it's just what B said, with that balance of real nigga and eloquence.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He did a good job, and I think that his breakout thing was the Kanye thing.
Yeah.
Because it was so well put. It's man. Yes, that's exactly what we trying to say.
Exactly.
Nigga, I'm disappointed.
I definitely couldn't said it that way.
Yeah, exactly.
I definitely wouldn't have been able to get it off like that.
No, he did a really good job. Shout out to Van. You get your Golden Shitty, my man. You definitely deserve your Golden Shitty.
And definitely check out his podcast if you don't.
Yes, check out Van's podcast.
Yeah, some dope interviews.
Yep, I listen periodically. I like Van's podcast. I like his platform. I like the way he does things. So shout out to Van. My Out of the Blue award. So my honorable mention goes to Michelle Obama for selling almost 4 million books.
Yep.
And just proving that, you know what I'm saying? One, you can step out of the shadows of your husband and still do your thing. And as a black woman, and just be inspirational. And even though your husband was the president, you have your own mark. Michelle Obama could exist without Barack Obama.
Mm-hmm.
As far as holding her own, things like that. Please don't ever get a divorce. I would be devastated. But I think Michelle Obama is the epitome of just a strong black woman, and she's also holding down her household and she's just a good role model, and just to stun on these folks out here and selling the most books of 2018, you know what I'm saying, when people don't fucking read books.
Right.
I think that was just dope. But my actual Out of the Blue award goes to Meek Mill, and I think Meek Mill got out of jail and basically told 2018, you mine. You know what I'm saying? Like, he came out, he was released from jail. He using his platform for activism to talk about prison reform and things like that, when that's all he was talking about, his rollie and his Wraith before he left. You know what I'm saying? I think his eyes have been open. And then on top of that, he had an amazing fucking album. Meek Mill was another one, along with Wayne, that shut me up this year. And I appreciate that. Shut me up with some good music. Yeah, I mean, I'm not offended at all. Meek's album was great. He showed diversity on that album, and he talked about different subject matters and experimented with different flows. And he got back with, he had some good features. He even got back with Drake. We talked about that earlier today, but my golden shitty goes to Meek Mill, and keep doing your thing, bro. And, you didn't need Nicki. You're up. She's down right now. Yeah. So shout out to Meek Mill. So the out of the blue golden shitty goes to Van Lathan and Meek Mill. Enjoy your golden shitty. Yeah. Honorable mention before we get to the last category. Did you have an older to bury honorable mention?
Nicole fucking Murphy.
Nicole Murphy. Tell us about Nicole Murphy.
Motherfucker fine, boy. It's funny because I was listening to Van Lathan podcast today, and he had Bria Murphy, which is one of the fucking 10 kids that Eddie Murphy has, and him and Nicole Murphy, which is his former wife or his ex-wife, they had a bunch of girls and a bunch of boys. I think they had like 6 kids amongst them, maybe 4 or 5. I don't know. But I know
Eddie Murphy just welcomed his 10th kid last week. That's crazy.
Yeah. So, but Bria Murphy fine as shit. And
the daughters are really attractive.
Yeah, all of them are pretty as hell. And Nicole is. And, they just mentioned her, so, like, she was fresh on my brain, so I was like, damn, she is bad as hell. So I went and looked at her Instagram, and she is fucking...
I went and stalked her Instagram and stroked my monkey.
I gave her mad likes.
Mad likes? Yeah, you went back 32 weeks, my nigga.
Yeah, I was liking the hell out of her whole life. But yeah, so she bad, man. To have fucking 6 kids or however many kids she fucking got, and to be that bad and had essentially raised some pretty good kids, she definitely get the older to bury award. Shout
out to Nicole Murphy. With Nicole Murphy, I'm either totally in love with her, or I'm totally, like, for me, like, she either looks fucking amazing or she look like a man. Like, her jawline is really strong. Like, she looks like a man sometimes, or she looks amazing. Like, I don't know many celebrities that give that dichotomy to me. Like, either I'm looking like, damn, she bad, or damn, she looks strong as shit in the face. Like, I don't know if it's makeup or how she feeling or if she's smiling, but either way, when she bad, she fucking bad. So I'll give you that for Nicole Murphy for an honorable mention category. But I'm giving my older to bury to my longtime love, Jennifer fucking Lopez. Jennifer Lopez, I've loved Jennifer Lopez since
she bad.
Forever. Like, since Diddy, probably, when she was like hip hop and shit. Like, how I've loved her, and she's almost 50 years old, and she looked better than most of y'all 20-year-olds that y'all cheating with. Like, hey, Jennifer Lopez looks great. And she goes through a lot of men. I'm hoping her and what's my guy name? Who she with now? A-Rod. Baseball player? A-Rod, yeah. They seem to be really into each other. They're very age appropriate for each other. And I'm hoping that works out. If I can't have Jennifer, then you can have her, A-Rod. But Jennifer Lopez looks fucking amazing. So honorable mention, golden shitty to Jennifer Lopez and Nicole Murphy. And shout out to Idris Elba for getting that, sexiest man of the year. He should have had that a long time ago, but y'all don't be trying to put our guys on there. So shout out to Idris Elba, cause he's gray too. But he's out here. He was in the, studio with like Stefflon Don or something. Like, he's producing music and shit like that. So shout out to Idris, in the honorable mentions as well. Our last and final category is a build up. It's like a lifetime achievement award, and it is the I Am Pop Culture Award. And it's for, is designated for an individual who has made strides in pop culture to remain in pop culture and has contributed to pop culture. And I will go first. The person that I picked to honor with this I Am Pop Culture Award goes to no other than Mr. Ray J himself.
Oh shit. Willie Norwood Jr.
Willie Norwood Jr. Ray J, this is why I'm giving Ray J the Pop Culture Award. And it really didn't even come to me until the Breakfast Club had, they celebrate their 8th year. And their show was not doing that great until Ray J had a beef with Fabulous. And that interview went viral, which basically put the Breakfast Club on the map, which is the Breakfast Club itself has produced so many pop culture moments, but that may not have happened without this phone call from Ray J sicking the booty goons on Fabulous. So we wouldn't be able to tell a lot of these pop culture stories without the origin of the Godfather, Mr. Ray J. Not only has Ray J ignited the Breakfast Club, you wouldn't have none of the Kardashians without Ray J.
Yeah.
These are Jay-Z and Kylie Jenner are tied for wealthiest American.
Yeah, that's hard.
That's crazy. Who's the origin of that? Ray J. Ray J dated Whitney Houston. Biggest pop culture R&B singer probably of our time as far as pop culture is concerned, and us knowing the lifestyle of Whitney Houston. Ray J dated Whitney Houston. Ray J was Whitney Houston's last boyfriend before she died, and he was the one who found her dead. Like, Ray J has been around. He was once known as Brandy's brother.
He used to go with a girl from 702 too.
Yes, he's gone with a lot of women.
Yeah, Ray that nigga. He done definitely
Ray J has dated Lil' Kim. Like, there are a lot of 6 degrees of separation, and they all go back to Ray J.
Yeah, he a sniper for sure.
And pop culture, just period. Like, he was Brandy's brother, and now Brandy is Ray J's sister.
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
That's Ray J, I always talk about the Forrest Gump of something, because Forrest Gump was like there at everything. Like, you don't think about it like, yeah, that nigga was there.
Nigga, for the love of Ray J was fire. Like,
Ray J has had multiple reality show deals.
For the love of Ray J was fire. That shit was a good show.
Ray J has had music. If I had one wish.
That shit was trash.
That shit was dope as fuck.
No,
Wait a Minute was great.
Wait a Minute was hard.
Wait a Minute. You crazy. One Wish was a great song.
Nigga, that shit was the worst vocal performance I've ever heard in my life.
Well, I won't say that it was a great song vocally.
That shit was horrible.
I used to sing that shit though. I used to like
Sexy Canna.
Sexy Canna. Hey, that shit was
crap.
dope. Like, when you talk about like pop culture snipers and icons, Ray J definitely has a better discography than Nick Cannon.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Like, you think about
I don't know though, because Nick Cannon got wilding out for 13 years straight.
No, I said discography.
Oh, you mean
like as far as music? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because nobody's running to Ray J for the music.
Ray the edge, just on the strength of that.
Like, nobody's running to Ray for music, just like nobody's running for Nick Cannon. They're both successful in their own rights, but nobody's running to them for music. You know what I mean?
Ray way hard musically though. Ray got mad shit.
Exactly. Ray J has had multiple reality show deals. Like, if you go back to mid-90s, like from Moesha to present, there's not anything that you could probably name in pop culture that I couldn't 6 degrees of separation tie that shit back to Ray
J. Yeah.
So I give Ray J the I Am Pop Culture Award, because a lot of this pop culture that we talk about, he has some type of origin in it, and he's still doing his thing. He had For the Love of Ray J. Like, he like
For the Love of Ray J.
Like, that's crazy. And he's just like this.
I was tuned into that. That was my shit. I used to fuck with that.
Well, I feel like Bow Wow, you need to be mentored by Ray J to see how a short nigga can succeed and not have Napoleon issues. You know what I mean? Like Ray J is doing it, and his baby is freaking adorable.
Yeah, she is a little cutie.
She is adorable. They mix those genes very, very well. She is adorable. So shout out to Ray J for his Golden Shxtty Award. Fin. Who you giving your award to?
I'm gonna give it to Joe, man. I just pretty much echoing the same sentiments that you had earlier. Like, you know, just he controlled like
Joe
media,
who? You gotta
saying?
say more than Joe for people who not privy.
Oh, Joe Budden. Yeah, I mean, just going from the fucking fucked up shit of Everyday Struggle, which that was a great show at the time, right? Like, for what it was, like, Joe made that show. And then for it to pretty much be flailing, you know what I'm saying? It's still holding on, but, you know, he left that show and did his own fucking thing. And it was, you know, it was kind of like, from, you know, let him tell it, it was kind of like, it was a big step for him to do, you know, to walk away. But I'm all for people, you know, believing in themselves fully, and betting on themselves, especially when they feel like they have something, and he has something. He put his people on. They have a great little thing going. So, and I just, you know, it's personally my favorite podcast. I listen to the shit every twice a week now. And I find comedy.
He definitely listens. It'd be like 9 o'clock in the morning, be like, oh, on Budden. I'm like, nigga, you getting up watching podcasts and shit?
On Saturday, I don't be doing shit. Like, so I get up and, you know what I'm saying? I clean up and shit, and I goddamn cut the podcast on.
Oh, so the podcast is your, your rhythm and blues, like your mom and them used to listen to.
Yeah, I listen to that shit, and then I, like, for the rest of it, I just play music and shit. But that shit be funny as fuck to me, man. Like, that shit, I like to laugh.
No, it's definitely funny.
Like, that shit it gets me going, because this shit just be funny as hell. So,
yeah.
But yeah, man.
It's definitely in my top 3 that I listen to currently.
Yeah, I listen to that, like, especially now they come on twice a fucking week.
But still, fuck Joe for shading my fucking podcast, you bastard.
I mean, you know, he probably gets a lot of requests for a lot of bullshit, but yeah, so I just give him that, I give him that award for that. And, yeah, I mean, you know, I hope he continues to produce good shit and keep me entertained. So yeah, I fuck with that.
Shout out to Joe Budden and Ray J for the I Am Pop Culture Lifetime Achievement Golden Shxtty Awards. You've done your duty for pop culture, and we appreciate what you have brought to the table. Fin. And that is 2018, people. We want to thank y'all for listening.
As always,
just want to let y'all know before I get hate texts and hate inboxes and all that. This is our last show for 2018. We will return the week of January 7th. And we will be back at you in 2019. B, anything you want to say to the people to bring them into 2019, or anything you want to say?
You know, Merry Christmas,
Merry Christmas,
Happy Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate. If you don't celebrate, I just wish you, you know, good fortune in going into the new year. I hope you all have a great new year. I hope you're safe. If you listen to the show, please continue to listen to the show. As we always say, refer a friend, because the word of mouth is the best promotion that you can get. I thank y'all for rocking with us this year. It's been a great year. We plan to give you more of the same great shit next year and increase it and do more as much as we can. Sure. So if you have any recommendations, send us some shit to answer the show that you would like for us to do. If you want us to come, if you want to fly us out so we can do some live shows, do that too.
Facts.
Just Happy New Year to all you motherfuckers. And like I said, Merry Christmas if you celebrate. If not, Happy Holidays. If you don't, I don't know. Whatever. Just
whatever the politically correct thing.
Yeah, whatever you fucking. I hope you have a next couple good weeks and a Happy New Year and a prosperous New Year. Make sure you eat your greens and your fucking black eyed peas on New Year's
black eyed
Eve
peas
and New Year's Day. And get you some pussy or some penis or both.
Oh, both.
You decide.
Or a mother-daughter combo.
Yeah, yeah. Turn up with your moms. You know what I mean? Get a train rental, you and your mom. That's awesome. Start the new year, bringing the new year for that way. You know, that never fails. But yeah, that's it, man. That's all I got.
Listen, I want to thank y'all for rocking with us, like really rocking with us and making us a part of your routine and a part of your life, and laughing at the crazy shit we say and correcting us when we say some shit that's not correct. And,
I'm fucking correct.
I just want to thank y'all, and for the people who recommend us to friends and things like that. Shout out to y'all and the people who promote us. I really appreciate it. I want to thank, B for coming on this 2018 journey.
Pleasure's all mine. Player.
And this was meant to happen. There was nothing that you can tell me that's different. Me and B have been friends for damn near 20 years when I do the math.
Friends to the end.
You know what I'm saying? And like in real life, it really was no reason for us to be friends. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he was I was like in college. He was in high school. You know what I mean? Like fucking 3 years apart and shit. You know what I mean? Like, but high school and college is like a big difference. Even though it ain't, I mean, now it seemed like regular, right. But back then, it was him and his like young boy crew, and we all working together. But I say all that to say, you never know what God has in store for you.
And that's for sure.
You never know what the road is. You never know how the pieces are going to fit together. But when the pieces fit together, no
fucking cap.
But you never know. And what I want to challenge y'all to do for 2019, and when you're going into 2019, is set some goals for yourself and do some shit you've never done before. Life is more than just paying bills and going to work. You know what I mean? Like, do some shit you never done before. Do some shit that take you out of your comfort zone. Do some shit, explore. Do some shit you ain't never done before. Cause guess what? You might actually like it. You might actually evolve. You might actually find some shit about yourself that you actually didn't know was there. You know what I'm saying? And if you do some shit and you don't like it, guess what? You never have to do it again. But at least you tried. So with that being said, follow us on social media at the Ain't Shit Show. That's the X with the I will be. Y'all know we on Twitter and IG and Facebook and all that. Listen to the show on YouTube, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, and Stitcher, and wherever else you listen to podcasts. Make sure that you rate us. And we're still striving, and we're still trying to get to the places that we want to be. And with y'all, I feel like we can get there. And I'm going to leave y'all with one final quote for 2018 to lead y'all into 2019 until we see y'all again. And the quote is, what you allow is what will continue. And until next week, I want y'all to be great.
Till next year, right?
I mean, till next year. You're right.
Next week, when is?
No, it's like 3 weeks. Next year is like 2 weeks from now.
You said next week, so we doing another?
No, we're not. No, I said something wrong.
Okay, I was about to say like.
Yeah, nah. Until next year. I'm just used to saying the outgoing phrase and shit.
Gotcha.
Until next year, y'all be great, man. And it's still gonna be Wakanda forever.
Happy New Year, niggas.
Happy New Year, niggas. Hey.